Hey guys, it's Eric, and so for today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make your very own perfect loading loop on TikTok. I know I already made a tutorial on the perfect loop, so if you guys haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. I'm going to be putting the link in the description for you guys to watch it if you haven't yet. And yeah, a lot of you guys are actually asking me to make a tutorial about the loading perfect loop, so today I'm going to be doing that for you guys. And yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then here's an example right now. Frozen again, huh? Let's fix this. Frozen again, huh? Let's fix this. So that is what the loading perfect loop looks like, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how you could make one as well. By the way, if this is your first time watching me, then hello to you. My name is Eric, and thank you so much for watching me right now. Be sure that you're subscribed to my channel and also tap the bell to be notified whenever I upload new videos. And if you did that, let me know down in the comments, because maybe you'll win the next shout out for my next video. By the way, shout out to these people right here for turning on my post notifications and being active as always. Thanks to these fam, and now let's get on with the video. So in this video, I'm going to be teaching both my iOS and Android users, so if you're one of them, then keep watching. And to my Android users, I'm going to be starting off the Android tutorial halfway on this video, so I'm going to be putting a time frame in the description for you guys to click on, so you could start watching the Android part of this video. And now back to my iOS users. Before we get started, you're going to be needing a few apps. The apps that we're going to be using are TikTok, iMovie, and the last apps, it depends whether or not you have the paid Video Star. If you have the paid Video Star, we're going to be using Video Star, but if you don't have paid Video Star, we're going to be using the free one, which is KineMaster. I'm going to be putting the names of the apps in the description for you guys to download those apps if you haven't yet. And yeah, once you have all of those apps ready, then the first thing that we're going to be doing is that we're going to be filming our perfect loop. So let me just throw you guys out some ideas that you could do for the loading perfect loop. And again, if you haven't watched the perfect loop tutorial, you should go ahead and watch it so you know how the perfect loop kind of works, just in general. If you have watched it, then you know how it goes. So I'm going to be showing you a first one, which is the same thing as the example video, which is this one right here. Frozen again, huh? Let's fix this. Frozen again, huh? Let's fix this. As you can see, that is one of the examples of the loading perfect loop in which you don't really see the end of the video. I mean, you see the start when you first watch it, but where's the ending? You know what I mean? Another idea that I have is the one that I showed in my previous perfect loop tutorial, and it's gonna be this one right here. It seems like it's loading again. Let me fix this. It seems like it's loading again. Let me fix this. So that is another example. You could basically do anything that you want. You could say something like, oh, why is it loading? Let me restart this, and then you start doing your thing, and then make sure that you have a point where you know that you're gonna freeze. So let's say you're doing like whoa, 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 and then stuff like that, and then like you know that you're gonna put the loading thing there. Another tip that I have for you guys is that when you're filming your loading perfect loop, make sure that you leave space for the next clone that you're gonna have, because as you guys may know, the loading perfect loop includes a clone transition, which we have done like a long time ago. So make sure that you place yourself, let's say in this video right here, and also you leave space right here for the next clone to come in and say like, oh, it's loading. What is happening? And the last tip that I have for you guys is when you are filming this, make sure that you lock the auto brightness and auto focus of your camera, because if you guys don't know, when you're usually filming like a random video, you know how like the brightness goes up and down depending on where you are. So to stop that, make sure that you lock your auto brightness and auto focus. And if you guys don't know how to do that, basically, as you can see in my screen, this is the recording option, and then you're gonna be holding down into your screen just like that until you see that there's a thing up there that says says AE lock. That means that they lock the auto brightness and autofocus of your camera, and that is what you want. Like as you can see, while I'm moving this, you can't even see my hand. It's still really dark because it's adjusted into the light's brightness. The reason why behind this is that you want the first and last frame of your perfect loop to be the same exact thing as possible, so it doesn't look like it just repeated itself and people are gonna be like, oh, I saw the cut, like anyone else saw the cut, like you cut. But anyways, that is the tea for today, fam. And I'm gonna be filming my own loading perfect loop and I'm gonna be showing guys how it's done. So I have my camera right over here beside the bed because you know, no more tripod. So again, the first step before recording is make sure that you hold on to your screen just to lock the auto brightness and also autofocus of your camera. And the second thing is that when you're filming this, you do the second part that you're gonna say when you pop off first, and then you're gonna be like, take out the clone and also the loading, and then you're gonna be like, whatever you want to do. You're gonna make sure that you position yourself like right over here on the right side of the screen, and then make sure that this space right here is empty and your body isn't on it, because it's gonna be harder later on to edit that. So make sure, honeys. So I'm gonna be filming mine right now. I'm gonna be showing you guys how it's done. Frozen as always. Let's fix this. Like I was saying, there's a tutorial for this loading loop thingy-majiggy on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. It is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. And as you can see, that is how it's done. You stop recording once you are done, and it is time for us now to edit our video and see what we have. We're gonna be editing our perfect loop in iMovie, so just open up your iMovie app. Once you're on your iMovie app, we're gonna be pressing the plus sign right here and click on Movie, and we're gonna be selecting the video that we just recorded in there, which is this one right here, and create movie, just like that. Once you have it imported, the first thing that you're gonna do is that we're gonna be rotating our video so that we don't have black sides in our video by using your 2 fingers and then rotating it just like that. Once you're done, you're gonna be finding the part where you started talking to the camera and you did the TikTok. And for me, it's gonna be starting right around here when I started talking to the camera. And we're not gonna crop it right here. We're gonna crop it to where you are not visible in the screen. So we're gonna find that part. And for me, it seems like it is right over here. As you can see, you don't see me in the camera at all. So we're gonna be pressing on that one. We're gonna be clicking on split, and to this left side right here, we don't need it anymore. So we're gonna click on delete. Once you have done that, let's let the video play just like that, like me talking to the camera, like what's up, then taking out the clone. And as you can see, I'm still talking like what's up, what's up. And let me just find a part where I want it to end or to load, if that makes sense. So for me, it's gonna be right here. And let's say I want to freeze my video right here. So what you're gonna do now is that you're gonna be clicking on the clip right here. We're gonna be clicking on the speed option, which is next to the scissors, and we're gonna be clicking on freeze. So once you have clicked on freeze, we should have something like this. As you can see, I am frozen right there. So for this area right, you can see this gray bar thingamajig right here at the bottom. That is like the amount of freeze that you have in your video. If you want, you could make this longer or shorter depending on your loading perfect loop. And to this part right here, this is where the loading thingamajig is gonna go. We're gonna be adding that later on, and I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly how it's done. So right now, you're gonna be finding the part where you want to end the video. So for me, I want to end it like around here because the freeze is too much. So we're gonna be clicking on the clip right here, and we're gonna be going back to scissors, click on split, and for this one, we're just gonna delete it because we don't need it anymore. And again, just make sure that it is 15 seconds long and not more. As you can see, it's 15.6. We're gonna be sliding this all the way down just a little bit, just like that, so that we have it as 15 seconds. So far you should have something like this. Frozen as always. Let's fix this. Like I was saying, there's a tutorial for this loading loop thingy-majiggy on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. It is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. And just like that, we are getting closer into making our perfect loop. So what you're gonna do now is that we're gonna be clicking on done, and we're gonna be clicking on the share option, click on the save video, and as always, save it to the highest quality possible, and for me that will be 1080p. Once it is done saving, we're gonna be going back into editing our video because we want to export 2 things on this one. One is the one where we actually talking, and the second one, we have to save this part right here where we are just frozen just like that. So I'm gonna be cropping that part because that's the only thing that we need to export right now. And for this one, it depends on how long you want the loading thingamajiggy you want to have in the beginning of the video. I know this might sound a little bit confusing now because we're talking about like the end and like the front of the video. And just to be safe, I'm gonna put this like probably 3 seconds, just like that. So I have like 3 seconds of me just pause just like that. Once you have done that, we're gonna be pressing on done, click on the share option and click on save video. Save it to the highest quality possible, and for me that'll be 1080p. Once we are done, we're now gonna be moving on to a next app, and this one is gonna depend whether or not you have the paid video star or you don't. So I'm gonna be starting off with my paid video star people. So some of you guys I know have the paid video star. If you do have one, we're gonna be using the Video Star app on this one. But before we go into Video Star, we're gonna be going ahead and downloading some template that I made for you guys, which is the loading screen of TikTok. You can find the link in the description for that download. Once you click on the link, it should take you to this Google Drive page right here, which is the loading thingamajiggy that I made for you guys. What you're gonna do is you're gonna be saving them, and just like that, click on save video, and we are set to go. Once you have downloaded that one, we're gonna be starting with Video Star peeps. So to my Video Star peeps, let's go into Video Star right now. Once you're on your Video Star, we're gonna be going ahead and press on the plus sign right here and click on edit video. We're gonna be selecting the first video that we just exported from iMovie, and for me it's gonna be this one right here. It is the one where we're actually talking to the camera just like that. So if yours is rotated just like that, just rotate it until you get the right rotation and click on make video. Once you have imported that one, the next step that we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be importing the second video from iMovie and also the loading thingamajiggy. And right now you're gonna be finding the part where you froze at the end, and for me it's gonna be this one right here. And make sure to stop where the freeze actually started. We're gonna be clicking on edit, click on quick split scene, click on split and split. They like splitting a lot. So you should have this frozen part separate from this big part right here, and that is what we want. We're gonna be importing the loading template. So we're gonna be clicking on new again, click on video, and select the template that I just made you guys download earlier from Google Drive, and it's gonna be this one right here. Just press on import, and you should have something like this, and it is just the loading screen. So for the end, we're only gonna be doing the loading screen. So we're gonna be clicking on new right here, click on multi-layer. For the number one on the top left, we're gonna be pressing on us being frozen just like that, and the second one, we're gonna be importing the loading screen, which is this one right here. As you can see, it is covering our video from behind because number one is at the bottom and number two is on the top. We're gonna be pressing on number two again, click on add mask, and we're gonna be going to color, which is right here in the top, and we're gonna be pressing on color white right here, just like that. When you press done, you should have something like this. As you can see, it is just loading. Wow, we just made magic. Once you have done that, we're gonna be pressing on create, and so far we should have something like this. Like I was saying, there's a tutorial for this loading loop thingamajiggy on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. It is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. I'm frozen. I love it when I'm frozen. So we are almost done with our perfect loop. The next step that we're going to be doing is that we're going to be going here to the front, and you're going to be finding the part where you actually swiped out the clone. And for me, I swiped out the clone like right over here. So right here should be good, and we're going to be pressing on edit right here. Click on quick split scene, split and split. So we should have something like this. We have 3 bars now. We separated our video into 3 sections. And for this first part right here, that's what we're going to be editing today. Right now, what you're going to do is we're going to be pressing on new right here and click on import video. And we're going to be importing the loading loop thingamajiggy, which is this one right here. We're going to be pressing on import. And the second thing that we're going to import is the one where we're actually frozen. So click on import video again, click on recently added. And the frozen one for me is going to be this one right here. Again, just rotate it until you get the right rotation. And for me, it's going to be that one like this. Once you have imported it, we're going to be doing the multi-layer. So just go ahead and click on new, multi-layer. And for number one, we're going to be pressing on the frozen one, which is this one right here. For the second one, we're going to be importing the ones where we're actually talking, and it's going to be this one right here. And the third one, we're going to be pressing on number 3. We're going to be importing the loading loop template, and it's going to be this one right here. Once you've done that, we're going to be pressing on 3 again and click on add mask. And for this one, we're going to be selecting on color, and make sure that you touch the white background of the template so that it takes it out in our video. And once you've done that, click on done. You should have something like this, and as you can see, the loading thingamajiggy is there. But there's one big problem. Our clone on the left side is disappeared. So to fix that, we're going to be pressing on number 2 again. Click on add. Number 2 is the one where we started talking to the camera, and we're going to be pressing on shape for this one. And as you can see here in the 3 lines, you should click on that one, and as you can see, I selected the rectangle. You can select the rectangle or any shape that you want, and for me, I'm just going to use the small rectangle. And at the bottom right here, we're going to be seeking this to the very end, just like that. and we're gonna be dragging this rectangle thingamajiggy. You could actually make this bigger or smaller by using your two fingers just like that. For me, I'm just gonna go ahead and drag this like that to the very right side, close to the person, which is me. And once you have done that, we're gonna be pressing on done, and you should have something like this. Frozen as always. Let's fix. As you can see, we have something like that right now. We're going to be pressing on create. So far you should have something like this. Frozen as always. Let's fix this. Like I was saying, there's a tutorial for this loading loop thingy-majiggy on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. It is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. Just make sure that the front and the end frame of your video is the same exact thing or close to being the same exact thing. So at this point, we should be set to go to finally share this to the world what we got. So let's see what we have so far. Frozen as always. Let's fix this. Like I was saying, there's a tutorial for this loading loop thingy-majiggy on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. It is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. And then when you click it again, as you can see right there, it doesn't look like the video ended. Like my beginning frame right here, which is like the 0.00, is looking the same exact way as what it looks like in the very end. As you can see, there's no change at the very beginning, at the very end. That is what you guys want. This is why it's important to lock your auto brightness and autofocus of your camera so that it still looks the same thing as when you go to the front and to the end of the video. We're going to be pressing on X right here, click on the share option and click on save to camera roll. Once it is done saving, we're going to be going into TikTok. We're going to be pressing on the plus sign right here and we're going to be clicking on upload, and we're going to be selecting the video that we just exported from Video Star, which is this one right here, and press on next. And if you want, you could add filters by swiping your fingers left and right depending on your choice. And when you press on next again, if you're going to make your very own perfect loop loading thingamajiggy, make sure to put in the hashtag #SkyesFam so I could watch them and hopefully feature you in one of my videos. And also don't forget to put the hashtag perfect loop because that is the official hashtag of TikTok for the perfect loop. So that's pretty much it on how you can make your very own loading perfect loop on TikTok. And so I hope you guys find this video really helpful, and if it did help you, then let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Also, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, then be sure to let me know that in the comments and I'll try to answer them. If you have a TikTok and you don't follow me yet, be sure to follow me at LifeWithErick, and I'll see you guys there. And lastly, don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, and which links will be in the down bar below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Okay, bye. I'm kidding, I'm not done with KineMaster peeps for my iOS users. Okay, so we're not done with iOS users. We're gonna do the KineMaster way of doing this. So the people who don't have the paid Video Star, I got you guys as well. If you guys remember, we left out on us exporting 2 videos on iMovie and also downloading the loading template from TikTok that you could find in the description. Once you did all of those things, then right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be going to KineMaster. So right here is our KineMaster. So what you're gonna do now is that we're gonna be pressing on the plus sign right here on the left side. We're gonna be pressing on 16:9. And once you get into this page, the first thing that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be pressing on media. So the first video that we're gonna be importing is the one where we're actually talking to the camera. And for me, it's gonna be this one right here. Once you have imported this one, the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be rotating this because we don't want our video sideways. So we're going to be pressing on the clip right here and click on rotate/mirroring, and we're going to be rotating it upright just like that. Once you have done that, the next step that we're going to be doing is we're going to be clicking on layer and click on media. And for the second part, we're going to be selecting on the loading loop thingamajiggy, and for me it's going to be this one right here. As you can see, it does this to our video. And before you do anything else, as you can see in the bottom right of the screen, there is this thing where you could actually zoom in and out of the layer. We're going to be pressing on that one, and we're going to be just stretching this just like that until it covers our entire video in the back. Once you have done that, the next step that we're going to be doing is we're going to be dragging this to the very back just like this, as you can see. And also when you zoom in using your 2 fingers, make sure that you don't leave this space behind. As you can see, there's this grayed out layer and we don't want that, so make sure that you move it until where the video ends at least. And for me, it's gonna be this one right here. So when we watch our video, you should have something like this. Check it out, it is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. So far we have that one, and what you're gonna do next is we're gonna be taking out the white portion of this template. So we're gonna be clicking on the layer right here in the bottom. We're gonna be clicking on chroma key, click on enable, and for the key color option, we're gonna be selecting on that one, and we're gonna be pressing on white. and press on the check sign on the top right. And also for this one right here, you could adjust this. As you can see, it makes our loading thingamajiggy disappear or make it more vibrant. We want to make it more vibrant, so we're gonna be sliding it down just like that, and also this one right here just like that, depending on your choice. So right now, as you can see, we match our layer right here at the bottom, which is the loading template, to the part where we actually freeze out into our video, and that is what we want. So right now, once you have done that, the next step that we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be importing another layer, but this time into the front of our video. So right now, just go ahead and click on layer right here and click on media. And we're gonna be selecting the video that we exported from iMovie, which is the one where we're actually frozen and we're not moving at all. And for me, it's gonna be this one right here. Once you have imported it, we're gonna be scrolling down right here and we're gonna be clicking on rotate/mirroring. We're gonna be rotating this to the same rotation as we have. And if you could see that your video is zoomed in just like this, just zoom it out a little bit and match it to the same one as what you have behind your video. So once you have done that, the next step that we're gonna be doing is that we're going to be clicking on the layer again, and we're gonna be clicking on cropping, which is this one right here. We're gonna be clicking on mask on, just like that. And for the shape, we're just gonna be selecting this rectangle, but then it has soft rounds, which is this one right here. Just pressing the check sign just like that. And as you can see in our screen, there's like these circles right here on each corner. What you're gonna do is that you're gonna be dragging that corner just like that, and we're gonna be moving this around until we put it like just like this. You're gonna move the line before it touches us, which is just like that. And once you press on the check sign, you should have something like this. Frozen as always. Let's fix this. As you can see there, we disappeared way before we do the fling thingamajiggy. So what you're gonna do now is that we're gonna be clicking on the layer right here again. We're gonna be clicking on the three dots on the top left and click on duplicate. So you should have something like that, and you're gonna be finding the part where you actually did the fling. So as you can see, the fling starts right over here. As you can see on the left side also in our video, there's two layers that is stacked on top of the other. One of them, you're gonna be holding them and you're gonna be dragging them up to that part. So right now we should have something like this when we play it. Frozen as always. Let's fix this. Like as you can see, I disappeared like, oh. So we are almost done on this perfect loop thingamajiggy that we're doing. But the last step that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be adding the loading thingamajiggy right here as well. So it looks like it's continuous, like right here, and going back to the front. And to do that, we're gonna be pressing on layer again. We're gonna be clicking on media, and we're gonna be importing the loading template that you guys downloaded earlier, which is this one right here. And as you can see, it is not covering our entire screen. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna be dragging this all the way up just like that. And also right here on the chroma key, we're gonna be pressing on that one, click on enable, and it should automatically set it for you just like that. So far we have this one, and as you can see in our timeline right here at the bottom, our loading is actually really short and we need it until like this part right here. So what you could do is that you could be clicking on the white bar right here, which is our template. And we're gonna be clicking on the three dots again, click on duplicate. And as you can see, we have two layers stacked on one on the other. And one of them you're gonna be holding down and you're gonna be dragging them next to it. And make sure you don't leave a gap in between these loading screens. And one last thing is that make sure that the loading template doesn't go all the way when our clone disappears. So just match the loading template with this layer right here on the top. As you can see, this is where it ends. We're gonna be clicking on the white bar right here. Click on trim/split and click on trim to right of playhead. And we should have it at the same length as the clone. So far when you watch this, you should have something like this. Frozen as always. Let's fix this. Like I was saying, there's a tutorial for this loading loop thingamajiggy on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. It is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. As you can see, it just started loading again, and when you press on play again, frozen as always. The loading continues, and that is what we want in our video. So once you have done that, what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna be sharing this video to the world. So just go ahead and click on the share option and click on export. Once it is done exporting, we have one last step, and that is that we have to crop our black sides in our video because we don't want it to show really small on TikTok. So to quickly take out the black sides in our video, we're gonna be going back into iMovie and we're gonna be pressing on the plus sign right here, and we're gonna be importing the video that we just exported from KineMaster. It's gonna be this one right here. And as you can see, we have the black sides in our video and we don't want that to show up on TikTok. And we're gonna be using our two fingers and we're gonna be rotating it just like that. And as you can see, it is rotated just like that, but we still have black bars. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna be pressing on the clip right here and click on the plus sign, and we're gonna be dragging this like that, and just make sure that you take out the black sides in our video, and we are pretty much done. So once you have done that, we're going to be pressing on done and click on the share option right here in the bottom. Click on save video and always save it to highest quality possible. And for me, that will be 4K. Oh, 4K, okay. Once it is done exporting, then the next step that we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into TikTok and we're going to be showing the world what we got. So once you're in your TikTok, we're going to be pressing on the plus sign right here and click on upload. And we're going to be selecting the video that we just exported from iMovie, and it's going to be this one right here. If your video is rotated like this, just rotate it until you get the right rotation and press on next. And press on next again. And guys, if you're gonna make your very own loading perfect loop, then be sure to use the hashtag #SkySpam so I could watch your videos and hopefully feature you in one of my videos. And also don't forget to use the hashtag perfect loop because that is the official hashtag of TikTok for the perfect loop. So that is pretty much it for my iOS users on how you could do your own perfect loop loading thing. And so I hope you guys find this video really helpful, and if it did help you, then let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Also, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, then be sure to let me know down in the comments and I'll try to answer them. If you have a TikTok and you don't follow me yet, be sure to follow me at LifeWithErick and I'll see you guys there. And lastly, don't forget to follow me in all my social medias, in which the links will be in the down bar below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Okay, bye. Android time. So now it is time to teach my Android users on how you could make your very own loading perfect loop as well. And before we get started, you're going to be needing a few apps, and those apps are the TikTok app, KineMaster app, and also the camera app. I'm going to be putting the names of the apps in the description for you guys to download those apps if you don't have them yet. And yeah, once you have all of those apps ready, then the first thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be filming your perfect loop. So when it comes to doing the loading perfect loop, there's so many things that you could do. You could be like, oh, just walking in, and then you pause, and then like someone comes in right here, be like, oh, it's loading, let me fix this, or something like that. Here's a few examples that I've done so far. Let's fix this. Frozen again, huh? Let's fix this. And it's just gonna keep on going until you notice that it's a loading perfect loop. Another example in which, if you guys have seen my perfect loop tutorial in the past, then you know this video right here, and it's gonna be this one right here. It seems like it's loading again. Let me fix this. Boom! It's a perfect loop as well. So you could do something like that. There's so many things that you could do. It is up to you how you want to do your loading perfect loop. But right now, what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to be going into my camera app and I'm going to be starting to film my perfect loop. Before we start filming though, there's a few things that you need to remember before filming. And the first part is that you have to make sure that you lock your auto brightness and also autofocus of your camera. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is that when the video starts again, it's going to look like it's not a perfect loop and you could see the cut. And everyone's going to be like, oh, I see the cut, I see the cut. So to prevent that, make sure when you're filming, hold on into your screen until you get a notification that it says that the auto brightness and also the autofocus of the camera is locked. As you can see in my Android, that there's a lock option right there. And that is what you want to happen in your phone as well. The second tip that I have for you guys is that when you are filming, make sure that you leave space either on the left side or on the right side, depending on how you want your loading perfect loop to be, so that when your clone comes in, there's space for you to like come in and also not touch the other clone, if that makes sense. Because if you touch the other clone, it's gonna be harder for us to edit. Now that I told you guys some tips, it is time for me to film this video, and I'm gonna be showing guys how it's done. So I'm gonna be filming mine like right here, and let's see what happens. Loading again, I see. Let's fix this. Like I was saying, I made a tutorial for this one on YouTube, so make sure to check it out. It is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. As you can see, I just froze like that, and that is what you want to do in your own video. So once you're done recording, just go ahead and stop the recording. And let's go back here into myself. Hello, honeys. So once you're done recording, then the next step that we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be finally editing this video and using KineMaster. And before we go to KineMaster, what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna be downloading the loading template that I have for you guys. You could download that in the description of this video, and that is the loading screen of TikTok. When you click on the link in the description for the loading template, it should take you to this page right here. As you can see, this is the loading template. What you're gonna do is that you're just gonna be saving this template so you could import it later on into KineMaster. Once it is done loading, then the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into KineMaster so we could edit this all together into a perfect loop. So right now, just go ahead and open up your KineMaster. Once you're in your KineMaster, we're going to be pressing the plus sign right here, and it should take you to this page right over here. We're going to be pressing on media, and we're just going to be importing the video that we just filmed, which is this one right here. Once you have imported, as you can see, this is our video right here, like hello. The first thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be finding the part where you actually started acting for the TikTok. So let's find that part. You're going to be selecting the part where you don't see yourself in the camera, just like that. And this part should be good. So what you're going to do once you found it is we're going to be pressing on the clip right here and click on scissors and click on trim to left of playhead. Once you crop that, you should have something like this. And as you can see, I was talking for the TikTok, and now what you're gonna do is you're gonna be finding the end of the clip. And for me, I want to stop my video right over here. So what you're gonna do now is that you're gonna be clicking on the clip right here and click on the scissors and click on split at playhead. Once you have split the clip, the next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna be clicking on the box option right here on the left side of your screen, and we're gonna be clicking on capture frame and insert to left of clip. So as you can see, it added that one, and for this one right here, we don't need it anymore, so we're just gonna be pressing on it and we're gonna be deleting this one just like that. And the default for KineMaster for pictures, it does this, and we don't want that in our video, so we're gonna be pressing on the crop option right here. And to fix this, you're just gonna be double tapping into the screen just like that, and it should do that into your video. We should have something like this. It is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. As you can see, I stopped just like that, and this is where the loading is going to be in. So to add the loading screen, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna be going ahead and you're gonna be clicking on layer right here, and we're gonna be clicking on media, and we're gonna be importing the loading template that I made you guys download earlier, and for me it's gonna be this one right here. So as you can see, it doesn't entirely cover our screen, so what you're gonna do now is that we're gonna be clicking on the template right here. We're gonna be dragging this up just like that until we cover the entire screen. So once you have done that, then you should have something like this. And what you're gonna do next is that you're gonna be clicking on the template again. We're gonna be scrolling down to chroma key, click on enable, and for the key color, let's change that into white. So as you can see, this is how our video looks like now. And also for this one right here, you could adjust this if you'd like. You don't have to, but it helps to make the loading screen more vibrant and more realistic. So far we should have something like this. As you can see, we have so many extra clips right here where it's just loading. What you're gonna do is that you're gonna be matching the ending of the template to the ending of your clip. So this is where it ends, and we're gonna be clicking the clip right here, and we're gonna be clicking on scissors, and we're gonna be pressing on trim to the right of playhead. So you should have something like that. So the next step that we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be adding this clone right here. We're gonna be clicking on the clip right here, and we're gonna be pressing on the three dots, and we're gonna be selecting duplicate as layer, and it should go here at the bottom on our timeline. For the layer right here, we're gonna be holding on to it, and we're gonna be dragging this all the way to the front because we want to make it look like it's looping. And also when it does this, as you can see, it doesn't really fit our screen. To fix that, we're gonna be pressing on the layer right here, and we're gonna be dragging this up and down to make it fit the entire screen just like that. As you can see, now it is covering our entire screen, but we'll fix that later. The next part what you're gonna do is you're gonna be finding the part where you actually swiped out the clone, and for me, I started swiping out like right around here. So just so I could remember this, I'm gonna be clicking on the clip right here and click on the scissors and click on split at playhead so we could find the part easily when we swiped out the clone. And for this layer right here, we're just gonna be dragging the end part of it and extending it until the part where we actually swipe, which is this part right here. The next step that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be going ahead and clicking on the loop template right here, and we're gonna be clicking the three dots, and we're gonna be selecting on duplicate. As you can see, this is the duplicate of it. there's one on top of the other. For any of them, it is up to you. You're gonna be holding on to it, and then we're gonna be dragging them into the front just like that. And as you can see, our loading template is not long enough for the entire thing to have the loading screen. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be clicking on the loading template again. We're gonna be clicking on the three dots and click on duplicate, and keep doing this until you think you have enough to fill in those empty gaps on the right side. For any of these stack right here, we're gonna be holding on into it, and we're gonna be dragging this down just like that until the end part of one template matches the other. So as you can see, my template looks like that. It is like almost next to one another. So I just stacked 3 more of the loading template. As you can see here, I have extra ones on the right side. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna be clicking on the extra ones, click on trim to right off playhead, and it should delete whatever's on the right side. And just make sure that the frozen part of you has the same length of the loading template. As you can see, they match right here. And the last part that we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be putting the clone, which is on the right side of our video. As you can see, the clone is actually right there, but this screenshot right here of us being frozen actually covers it. So to fix that, we're gonna be clicking on cropping. We're gonna be clicking on mask, and for the feather, you could put like either 1 or 2 depending on your choice. For me, I'm just gonna be putting it as 3. Also, for the shape, let's make this into a square, which is the second option. And also, as you can see in our screen, there's like this tiny little circles that are cut off in each side of our video. You're gonna drag one of them, and as you can see, I'm dragging them right over here, and you could go ahead and split it like right over here in the middle, just like that. So once you're done, just press on the check sign, and you should have something like this. Loading again, I see. Let's fix this. Like I was saying, I made a tutorial for this one on YouTube, so make sure to check it out. It is at youtube.com/LifeWithErick. And when you play it again, it goes back into being this one right over here. Again, I see. Let's fix this. Like I was saying, I made a tutorial for this one. And as you can see, we just made a perfect loop right over there. So once you think that you are done, just make sure everything is clean and neat and it looks like it is actually looping. And once you're done, you're going to be pressing on the exit right over here. We're going to be clicking on the project over here. Click on the share option, export it. Once it is done exporting, then it should automatically be in your gallery. So now what you're going to do is we're going to be switching into a different app. And the app that we're going to be using next is called Crop and Trim. Again, the name of the app is going to be in the description of this video if you need to download it. Once you're on the page, just click on crop right here in the top left, click on photos, and just find the video that you just exported from KineMaster, and for me it's gonna be this one right here. And as you can see, it takes you to this page right over here. So what you're gonna do now is that we're gonna be clicking on portrait. As you can see right here in the bottom, that's one of the options, and we're gonna be pressing on the check sign right here. So it says that our video is done saving. So once it is done, then it should automatically go into your camera roll. So now let's go ahead and go into TikTok and finally show everyone what we just made. So what you're gonna do now is that you're just gonna be pressing on the plus sign right here and click on upload, and we're gonna be selecting the video that we just exported from Crop and Trim, and it's gonna be this one right here, and just press on next. Okay, so my camera actually died because I've been filming for 2 hours. But anyways guys, if you're gonna make your very own loading loop thingamajiggy, then be sure to put in the hashtag #SkyesFam so that I could watch your videos and hopefully feature them in one of my videos. Also, don't forget to put in the hashtag #perfectloop because that is the original hashtag for TikTok. And yeah, so that is pretty much it on how you can make your very own perfect loading loop on TikTok. And so I hope you guys find this video really helpful. And if it did help you, then let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Also, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, then be sure to let me know down in the comments and I'll try to answer them. If you have a TikTok and you don't follow me yet, then be sure to follow me at LifeWithErick and I'll see you guys there. And lastly, don't forget to follow me in all my social medias, in which the links will be in the down bar below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Okay? Okay. Bye!